welcome to my channel. This is Mushu Love 2021. This morning I am making him breakfast. So this is how I do it normally. So I take the food dish, if you can see it, and I've got some manzanita, I've got some kale, and I've got some char in there. I rinse it off and I cut it up. You want to make sure that if you're feeding a little dragon, that it's cut up to a decent size so that they don't choke on it, because I have found that the smaller the dragon, they're not really smart. So I use frozen dried insects for his breakfast. So one of the ones I use is the gourmet. A lot of people say not to feed this stuff to them because it's not high in protein or anything, but this comes with mealworms and blueberries and rose petals and some pellets. He does like this. Sometimes I'll mix it up, like I'll put some of the pebbles, but then I got flickas. Basically with flickas, I found that they are really good with their ingredients. So this has grasshoppers and crickets and mealworms and all types of stuff. So what I'm going to do is try to set you up right here. And I take his bowl, and it's already got the greens in it. I washed them, they're clean. And then I'll take some of the gourmet. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. And I'll take it and I'll pour a little bit in the cap. You don't want to really get the mealworms because you're going to be using the flickas for the meal. So what you want to do is just make sure that you get some flower petals in here. Don't give him too much of the pellets. You really just want to make sure that he gets like the blueberries and the flower petals. And I like to break up the dry blueberries so that he eats in both sides of the meal. And then I just basically just sprinkle it over. I try to make sure that he gets a little bit of a treat when he eats. He is 7 months, so he's a little bigger than normal. But he is not full grown yet, so he's a little over maybe a foot right now. So he's a big boy. And then what I do is, because you want to make sure that they eat their greens, I like to mix it up so that when they see it, they have to work around. So they have to eat the greens to get to their other insects. And then I take the insects and I just sprinkle some. So these right here are grasshoppers. They're dried out, so basically I'll just set those aside. We got some of the dried crickets, we got mealworms. So there's these little flake things that I think are wings. You take these out because their intestines do not digest this. So you want to make sure that you take all of that out so that they don't digest it. And then you just sprinkle it in And, oops, apparently there was still some in the cap. One little capful is good. And then you take it and you swish it around like so. Make sure that the bugs and stuff are all mixed in together. So basically it'll look like that. It's all mixed in. Sometimes when they're babies, they won't eat them if they don't move. I was actually, when you do this, you want to make sure that if you're going to feed them like this, take a couple of the dry ones and try to feed it to him to see if he'll actually eat them because they don't move. We had to do that with Mushu. So, and then I just put a couple little grasshoppers on top so that he has a nice dish. And then we're going to put this all away. Always make sure that you make sure the caps are tight. Everything's clean. Do not give your grasshopper spinach. Spinach is really, really bad. It messes with the calcium in their body. So you really don't want to give that to them. I've been told little bits of maybe baby spinach will be good for them, but not on a basic diet. Not every day. Just like manzanita is also one that you do not use daily. So we're gonna go take this lovely breakfast. Yum. Anybody hungry? Oh, bugs for the breakfast. So we're gonna go take this to Mushu. And we're going to see how he eats it. Come back. Oh, we're going to squeeze right in here. Of course, I got to be a little more quiet because I do have my husband sleeping. So if it's hard for you to hear me, I apologize. So we're just going to take this and we're going to find Mushu. So what we do is this is his cage. And we move this. This is his little peep. He loves that thing. He loves his peep. So we're going to take the lid off. We're going to find the Mushu. And most of the time, he's right under there. We're going to scoot him out. Oh, he shed so much. Look. He's shedding. So what we're going to do is we're going to take this bowl out. It's his dinner bowl. There you go, water bowl. We're going to take his dinner, his breakfast. Yum. I'm going to set it right there. And with this, you have to show them that it's there. And then he eats. So while he's eating, we're going to grab his water dish. A lot of people do not use water dishes because a lot of times they get a lot of their hydration and water from their grains. But I like to put a little bit more water in the cage. So I use this really small, it's very low. And I just take a little bit of water and then I just fill it up, not too full, but enough. I'm sorry that this is kind of a shaky video. I have the camera facing me, and I can't switch it, so it's kind of a little hard. I'm still learning, but basically this is the water. You can tell that it's not very high. We're just going to take this and we're going to put this in. And when you do this, you want to make sure that they know that they have water. So you're just going to take them and move them to that side and flicker the water around. Let him know, put some water on his nose, just so he knows that there's water. And then we're going to put him back on his food so that he knows. And you can see that he is, let's see, sorry again, there it is. He's eating breakfast, saying good morning to everybody. And yeah, so that's how I do my morning routine. Again, make sure you feed him 2 hours after the lights come on. Otherwise, If you like this video and you want to learn more on how to do certain things or recommendations, please subscribe to my channel. Again, it is Mushu Love 2021, and we hope to see you again. Bye.